So, father of the bride, you get some chores to do, right? You got to walk down the aisle, pretty easy. Got to give this speech, got to think about it a little bit. Got to pick a song for later, okay. Write some checks. So I figure I'm about halfway home. First of all, welcome all of you to Golden. Welcome to this ceremony, and thank you for joining us to celebrate Erika and Jay and be part of this. It's great.
Yes.
Halfway home. So, events like this don't happen just because. They're a whole confluence of unrelated events, right? And so what I want to do today is recognize some of the folks that made that possible. And the first one that I'd like to recognize is Aspasia, Erika's grandmother.
Aspasia.
So, if she and Andreas hadn't come from Greece, none of us would be here today. They took a chance on a new life, they made it happen, and you're all the beneficiaries of that. So, I'd like to thank Pam and Alan. You raised a great kid. We'll talk more about him in a minute. Okay.
Do I have to hold my ears?
You're part of the story. Stick around. So, I'd like to take and recognize Ariana, Andrea, and Charlie. So, Erika's siblings. So, they're quite a team. It's amazing how they've grown up together, and all her cousins and everything else. It's part of an enormous family that supports one another. And a lot of what you see here today is their handiwork, and so thank you. To my wife, Ellie. Seems she's getting more applause than me. No, my friend, my soulmate for 40 years. And without her, these kids wouldn't be what they are today. Her attention to detail, her being an advocate, she's made them who they are.
Yes.
So, now we'll turn to you two for a moment. Of course, there's kind of the first deal. It's just like, what brought you together, right? Coincidence, fate, the angels, perhaps. Could be all of the above. But whatever it was, we'll never know. But we do know good things come to those who wait. Now comes the part where we talk about Jay. So Pam's sitting there, we're down in a little room waiting for all you folks to show up. We say, Jay's a pretty good kid. It's like, I think you're just saying that because I'm here. I said, well, stick around. And so Jay shows up, and we kind of like Jay, but his first real debut was at Ariana's wedding. Right? And so a whole bunch of people visited with him and had interactions with him and all this good stuff. And, he probably thought he was having a nice time, but he was actually kind of going through an interview process. And pretty positive reviews, right? I mean, whether it was my hunting buddies or my business partners or whatever, pretty positive reviews. One quote that, by the way, I've heard it from a couple of people. Ooh, we like Jay. So, on a more serious note, we got somebody here who's kind, who's caring, compassionate, volunteers of himself and his time, And we're thrilled to have him part of our family, as well as all the Weil family that we're getting to know a whole lot better.
Yes.
So, now we got to turn to you. So as I was preparing this, I was thinking a little bit about naming and things like that, and I thought, why did we name Erika what we did? I had to remember, and I looked it back up and said, oh, let's see what we got. Forever powerful soul ruler. You want me to repeat that for you? So as a firstborn, she's got a whole lot of firstborn traits, as most of you who know her can appreciate. And we've come a long ways from, as a new father, I come walking out of Lutheran Hospital, and I've got, the blankets and the wife and the new baby, and the nurse is saying, good luck with that. And absolutely no assembly instructions or other guidance for the next part of my life. And it all seemed to work out okay. But whether it was camping trips, or you starting your gardening and cooking career at the same time with beans in my backyard, medical school, college, dance, cheerleading, whatever it was, you always excelled. You set goals for yourself, you've achieved them. And we're not only proud of that, your mother and I, but we're proud of the fact that you're kind, you're caring, and those are attributes, regardless of your accomplishments, that are far more important. For my wife, who's worried this is going to go on too long, there's only half a page left. So you both have a lot of shared interests: travel, camping, the outdoors, cooking, though I think Jade does more of that right now than not. But I think it's wonderful you have those shared interests. That's going to serve you well. And you're very complimentary. I mean, I think it's been interesting in observing you over the past 2 years has been you pick each other up. You talk and provide guidance to one another. You balance each other emotionally, which is really important. You relish your joint accomplishments. And the thing is perhaps most important, you do so effortlessly. You don't need to prompt, you just do it. And it's wonderful. So what I find really interesting about that is you two fit as people who look like they've been together far longer than you have. There's a natural union there, which is a wonderful thing. Let's see, I guess we got a whole lot of other stuff to say. That's in the envelope for you there. Anybody wants to know in the envelope? Meet me in the bar later. So, guess we're down about to the end here. When I get done with this, Father Jordan, Presbyteria, Erika, thank you for being with us, and if you would please give the blessing, that would be wonderful. And thank you for officiating, and now you got 2 under your belt, at least with this outfit. We got a couple more to go. So, now as participants and witnesses to this, you don't get off totally free. It's not like eat, dance, and hit the road, right? You showed up, your job, all of you, to support these 2, okay? So, with that, I need to find my glass. And everybody else needs to find theirs. For those of you who got ahead of the game, you might want to go reload. Here's to Erika and Jay. A long, happy, healthy life together. Love you.
Hello, everyone. Well, they famously said you should never meet your heroes. Well, Jay met me 1 month in on March 21st, 1990. For anyone that I haven't met yet, I'm Tom Weil, and this is the third musketeer, Dave Weil. Even though Weil dentistry never happened, it brought us out to the Rocky Mountains, and excited to be here to celebrate with you. Jay was my first friend growing up, and I have to say, holds a special place in my heart. One day, my mom and I were having lunch, and I very seriously and unprompted said, "You know, I love Jay more than lunch." And obviously setting the bar very high for friends to come. So I've learned 5 lessons from Jay, my much older and experienced cousin here. I'm going to take you through them all here. First, make the best of any situation and maintain your sense of humor. Imagine it with me. You're deep in a canyon in Idaho on a 100-mile wilderness rafting trip, and it's snowing, and it's 35 degrees, and you're in a wetsuit ready for a surf trip. What do? You find the nearest hot spring and play speed drinking games until you can feel your legs again. Second, have the courage to explore the unknown. Not sure if your mom's Yukon XL will fit down the ATV trails of the West Camp? Take it out anyways. What's a 2-foot-long scratch for the night of adventure? Third.
He was driving.
I did not know this. Surprise! I do now.
Third, support your community. Always add a little extra whiskey to the pitchers and Manhattans on Monday nights at hunting camp over a bowl of Easter Pinot. So here's the recipe, and trust me, you're going to want to remember this. It's 1 bottle Canadian Club whiskey, 7 caps Martini and Rossi sweet vermouth, not, where's Emily? Martini and Rossi sparkling wine, and maybe a cherry on top. Fourth, always make a room for quality time. There's never enough hours in the day, so stay up all night on Snob Knob with your closest friends and family. If you're lucky, you might be greeted Uncle Allen style with a pile of bacon and a IPA at 6 a.m. Fifth, carry on your loved one's legacy. I know your dad was smiling cheek to cheek, you know the one, when you shot that buck from his stand. You've grown from a curious kid, always trying to re-engineer everything, into the remarkable, courageous man you are today. Your journey has been inspiring, and I am incredibly proud of the person you've become. I always know I can count on you, which is one of the many reasons you're more than a cousin, but a best friend. You've always approached life with determination and a big heart, which I know will make you a fantastic husband. There you go.
Oh boy. Oh, well. What'd you write down? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm Dave, David Weil, his favorite little brother. So, you know, when I was born, it worked out so well that I was graced with my 2 best friends that you could ever have. We've been so close forever. I don't even say, oh yeah, Jay's my cousin. No, I'm like, I'm going to my brother's wedding. Yeah. He's always been there. And if I talk too much about him, I start tearing up a little, you know. So bear with me. Here we go. They're happy tears, though. That was for my mom. Here. Happy tears, happy tears. It's just been so incredible to watch him grow and be the man he is today. And I've always looked up to him, and he's just my best bud. And when he met Erika, Ricky, as Lada calls it, man, just talking to him on the phone, you could feel the love and energy that they shared. It would, I'd be like talking to him, and it'd give you goosebumps. You're like, holy cow, this is awesome. I can't wait to meet her. And I got to come down to Denver quite a bit. Over the last year and a half, and it was just so incredible to be able to spend time with her and get to know her, because just hanging out with the two of them, you're like, oh man, this is just something special. This is so cool and so awesome. And so I'm so happy for you guys, and cheers to you guys. And I'm honored to be here. Great to have everybody here. Party on, Wayne. So everybody raise their glass, and here we go. Am I supposed to eat this?
There's the second half, sorry.
My phone died.
He told me 2.5 minutes, but. So, one of my favorite quotes from Ted Lasso is, "Stay curious." And this really is at the essence of enduring love. It's to embrace each other and accept each other's dreams and changes, and with open hearts and curiosity. Love is a choice you make every day, and it's evident this is a foundation you both share. Please join me in raising a glass to the newlyweds. May your life together be filled with growth, compassion, and curiosity. I love you both more than lunch. To Jay and Eric.
Once again, that's our best men, Tom and David Weil. Make some noise out there. Love you guys.
Who's next?
That's a really hard speech to follow. I'm Mary Beth. I am Jay's oldest sister, tied for favorite with our other sister over there, Emily. And I'm just here to give a speech on behalf of our family. It has been said many times already this evening, but we really are so grateful to have everyone here with us this evening to celebrate Erika and Jay. I remember the first time I got to meet Erika. I came to visit, and it's a little intimidating to show up to your brother's house, and it was the weekend that they had moved in with each other, I think. So they were already going through a lot, and that's just, a moment where you're like, ooh, time to meet the future sister-in-law? Okay. And she was just the kindest person, just so thoughtful. And, you have your jitters when you meet somebody new who might become a family member. And it was just so easy. We spent the weekend together, and we just enjoyed each other's company so much. And I feel so lucky to have gotten to know you over this period of time. And I'm just so grateful to have you in our family now and to have another sister. Can't have too many. And Jay, you did good. I've seen him his entire life. I want you to imagine a wiry 4-year-old with ropes wrapped around him and a knife in hand, ready to take on any adventure on the farm, just ready to go. And he has taken on that same spirit of adventure in his adult life, whether that's going out into a storm on purpose to test out his camping and hunting gear, or going out there to find his person, which he pursued intensely because he really wanted to have a partner. And I remember when he talked about you in the beginning, and just the sheer joy and excitement, and just contentment in meeting his person. And so it's been a long journey to get you here, and I'm so grateful to have been able to witness you as you've turned into this wonderful man. As you all know, while some of our family is here, our dad is missing from this party. But he's here in spirit. He's here. And I know he would be beyond grateful and beyond excited for the two of you and for the family that you get to be a part of now. It's rare when you get to meet your future sister-in-law's family and they just accept you in with open arms. I've spent time on their couch on more than one occasion, and I know it's just such a wonderful thing, not only for Jay to have this wonderful woman in his life, but to also have this incredible family to have him be a part of, and for us to be a part of your lives now too. So thank you again for being here. I can't wait to be a part of your adventures. I invite you all to raise a glass, and I forgot mine, so I'm just going to steal his. And to Jay and Erika.
Cheers, everybody. And one more time, that's the sister of the groom out there, Mary Beth.
Alrighty. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Erika's sister, Ariana. As we all know, the sibling dynamic is a wild adventure. Yeah. You begin, as I did, looking up to your older siblings and wanting to be just like them. Curly hair, straight bangs, the whole 9 yards.
2000s weren't good.
Don't worry, I never made the full commitment. Erika took that journey on her own. Then you become a surly tween. But even then, you always know that you have people in your life you can count on. Erika has always been that person for me. She was always present when it mattered most, even if it didn't seem to matter at the time. She helped me learn to curl my hair. She got me ready for homecoming and prom. She even helped me when I had a mental breakdown over a physics assignment. I was dramatic, but she helped me through it. There are so many other moments I can mention, going all the way back to our youth, from making Charlie play with the ugly redheaded Barbie, to drinking espresso martinis and dancing the night away. The list is truly endless, but through all these moments, the essence of her character always shines through. She is loyal, generous, kind, and courageous. She's our bear. Now let's talk about Jay. There are so many things I can say about Jay. For starters, he's a granola housewife, which is very valuable. I suggest you all get one. But in all seriousness, he is someone I can trust to take care of my sister, and who I know will love her with his entire being. He is someone who sees how wonderful of a person she is and cherishes every part of her. He is someone I know will be there for her no matter what. He's adventurous, dependable, and thoughtful. He's our little Jaybird. So Jay, take care of our little bear. And Erika, be sure to watch over our little bird. Because life is a wild ride.
It's a wild ride.
Yeah, I had a theme. So, all of you raise your glasses. Drink 2 for me. And Erika and Jay to the wondrous adventure they have ahead of them. I'm shaking. Hi, my name's Andrea, and I am a crier. So I'm gonna really do my best, but I'm just full of love and tears. So like, I'm sorry, they gotta go somewhere. So I am very much romantic also. Apparently I just got all of the emotions. And I think we have a pretty great love story up here, so I just wanted to tell it to some of you who might not know it. And like any good love story, it starts with a date. March 8th, 1993. That is my birthday. And also the first time Erika laid her eyes on me. Like any good love story, it was definitely love at first sight, obviously. And from there, that's where our love story began. From that moment forward, we were 2 peas in a pod. We would do absolutely everything together. We would build massive pillow forts, we would play dress up, and we would also make mud potions in the backyard. One of these happened to have like a lot of beans in them, and we dropped them into the garden, obviously for compost. And that's what my dad was citing earlier, we destroyed his garden. But we had like a lot of beans, so. As we moved through all of these activities, she was usually in charge, and by usually I definitely mean always. And I was totally okay with that. Like, she was older, more experienced, I didn't have a choice. It's fine. And she never told me I couldn't come along, and she took care of me every step of the way. From that moment forward, we were forced to take on a couple of strays. And we have since kept them. But it was very clear to us that we were still on the same page. A dynamic duo. I was the Robin to her Batman, the Joey to her Chandler, and the Barney to her Cinderella. When you're number 2, your older sibling is everything to you. And there's not a moment in my life that she has not been in it. Oh no. And because of this, you don't think anybody can love them as much as you do. And I thought I would feel this way forever, and we really were doing a good job. But then she met Jay. And like any good sister, I played a very tough critic, making sure, like, could he really be the one? But it really didn't take long for us to realize what everybody here has witnessed today, which is that Jay's heart is fastened so firmly to his sleeve, and that his love for my sister is so strong. Because of this, I feel fine scooting just a little bit to the side and making room for a new duo. And with that, we can all raise a glass to these 2, a new dynamic duo, and all the adventures that they have to come. I'm shaking so hard.
I know, I'm shaking.
Stage fright.
Hopefully this lasts, but hopefully you have enough for a toast.
Just a little bit more.
Hi, I'm Charles. I am Erika's baby brother. And I can say a lot about Erika. So growing up, being Erika's baby brother, and as you can see, Erika is a superhero. And I still can say Erika is a superhero. Because when we were younger, being tormented by my other two sisters' games, she would always save me. And there was a rule instated. It was no more superheroes. That is still instated today. Whew. Erika has done a lot. She's very much a superhero. Erika's helped me through my first heartbreak, which was brutal. And she also helped me through my earth-shattering chemistry exam. And always ending these statements with, "It'll be okay, buddy." And for some reason, that was always the case. Now, let's talk about Jay. To start, he came back from our hunting trip, so he's here. But the first time I met Jay, like any baby brother would be, I was very skeptical. But as I've always seen, he wears his heart on the sleeve. And even still being very skeptical, an hour and a half in, I somehow, in some moment of weakness, gave him a bear hug. And I saw just how much he loved my sister, and every ounce of her, and how he treated her, and how he treats our family. And for me, it was quite hard to give my sister away, but I know she's in good hands. And not only that, but I know the family we also got accepted into, we're also in good hands. And so I'd like to say one last thing. It says, and it's a quote that I've always said, "I hope your journey is a long one. I hope it's a fun and easy ride, and I hope your dry camps are few, and health be with you as you take the path of life." To Erika and Jay.
Cheers, everybody. Once again, that's the three siblings of the bride, Andrea, Ariana, and Charlie out there.